Hey there, welcome back to my channel. I am Tamika Thompson and I am the owner and resume writer at Thompson Resume Writing Company. And for this video, I'm going to be giving you some tips on how to target and optimize your resume so that you can land an interview for your dream job or the job that you really want in 2024. Now, just so we're clear, there is no such thing as a perfect resume. And I see this all the time over the internet. Oh, my resume has to be perfect. My resume has to be the best resume in the whole wide world. No, it doesn't. And actually, it never will be, because there is no such thing as a perfect resume. On the flip side, there is a such thing as a targeted resume, and there is a such thing as an optimized resume that is specifically designed and curated and created for particular jobs and particular opportunities. So if you want to customize your resume specifically for a job or a number of jobs that you plan on going after in the new year, I want you to be able to do just that. So without further ado, let's get right into it. First on this list is you want to target your resume. Now, if you are subscribed to my channel and you've watched many of my videos, then you know that I preach about the importance of targeting your resume all of the time. I like to say that a general resume is for a general job, but a targeted resume is for specific, exclusive career opportunities only. You do not want your resume to be for any and every type of job out there, because you are not for any and every type of job out there. This means that you are going to need to tailor and target your resume appropriately for the jobs that you plan on going to. So the first way that you can do this is by job title and by job industry. So what industry is your career background in? And then what job title have you typically held throughout your career thus far? I'll use myself as an example. I have roughly 7 years of experience in B2B marketing. So my targeted headline on my resume says B2B marketing manager. So take that formula, use your industry, and then use your job title to target your resume appropriately. Another way to make sure that your resume is targeted is to make sure that it only has relevant information only within it. This means that if you are applying to accounting jobs, you should not have any other information within the document that is not related to accounting. So let's say 15 years ago, you were in marketing, or you were in sales, or you were a nurse. But 15 years later, present day, you are in accounting. Do not have any of your prior, other field experience on your resume. This is a simple hack that actually trips a lot of people up. What most people will do is they'll list all of their experience on their resume from like the past 20 to 25 years or however long they've been working, but not all of that information is relevant. So again, make sure that you only have the most relative and the most relevant information listed on your resume. This includes the most relative or relevant skills, education, and past prior work experience. Next on this list is to do keyword research. And I did record a whole video teaching you guys on how to do keyword research, and I talked about what it is, but conducting keyword research is a surefire way to increase your chances and increase your likelihood of getting past the applicant tracking system. Now, keywords can be a number of different terms that a recruiter enters into the system for them to be able to cherry pick and select the most qualified candidate. And these terms can be education, so people who have certain certifications or degrees, and they can also include certain skills, and this can include hard skills and soft skills. In order to understand what exactly recruiters and hiring managers are looking for in a candidate, keyword research is your best bet, and it should be the number one thing that you do even before you start writing your resume. What some people will do is they will do keyword research after they write their resume, meaning that they've been getting a lot of rejection and they're just now realizing like, hey, my resume may not be saying what it needs to say. You want to avoid that by doing keyword research first. And whatever keywords that you are noticing in the job descriptions as you're conducting keyword research, make sure that you infuse those terms into your resume. So put them into your job bullet points, put them in your professional summary. Make sure that you have the certain skills that they're looking for in your skills section. The important thing to note here is please do not lie. If you are listing anything on your resume that is inaccurate or untrue just to get those keywords in your resume, you may run the risk of either being rejected altogether if for whatever reason that information comes out as false, or if you get a job offer, that offer can be rescinded. Next on this list is to modernize your resume. So I can always tell when somebody is not up to date or current on existing resume standards because 9 times out of 10, their resume is in all black and white. It has no design elements, and the overall appearance of it just looks ridiculously outdated. In today's day and age, you can incorporate and include color on your resume. You can include a few design elements such as graphics and pictures and icons. You can include borders and shading. There are so many different ways that you can spice up your resume or at least make it visually appealing. I know that back in the day, a plain Jane black and white resume in Times New Roman font was the way to go, and that was considered the most professional way to write your resume, but times have changed and you can zhuzh up the document a little bit by incorporating some of the elements that I just listed. Do not think that modernizing your resume means that you have to go on Canva or Etsy and find this super fancy schmancy template, because you actually might be doing yourself a disservice. And I did record a video teaching you all the reasons why you should stay far away from templates online. But in general, use color, use simple design elements, and also make sure that your resume is in reverse chronological format. This means that your current or your most recent job should be listed first, not the very first job that you ever had. Also, your resume should not extend past 2 pages, but it should not be limited to just 1 page. Next on this list is to infuse and incorporate value into your resume. Again, if you're subscribed to my channel, you watch my videos, I talk about infusing value into your resume all of the time. And if you have been watching all of my videos, that statement is probably drilled in your brain because I say it so much. Now, I have recorded several videos on ways that you can communicate your value in your resume. But when we're talking value, I'm talking numbers, impact statements, accomplishments. Pretty much anything that is quantifiable and anything that can be backed up by data or some sort of information that makes it a hard core fact. So for example, instead of saying that you sold products, say that you sold $6.5 million in company product. Say that you increased company product sales by 25%. Things like that is really going to showcase what you have the potential to bring to a company and how successful you can be in a role. Stop just having vague statements like sold products, responsible for selling products, and make sure that you have value enriched and value-based statements that add an extra oomph to the statement so that when a recruiter looks at it, they're saying, oh, I'm really interested in this person. This person can increase this, optimize this, maximize that, decrease this. I want to talk to this person. I need to get them on the phone or get them on my Zoom chat for an interview pronto. The number one way to infuse value into your resume is to make sure that most of your job bullet points, if not all of them, have a number or a figure or a statistic included. And this can include the number of team members that you manage. It can include a dollar amount or a dollar figure if you manage a budget or if you are responsible for growing or increasing sales. It can also include projects that you manage as well. And then last on this list is to avoid making simple mistakes that may turn a recruiter off. This includes typos and grammatical errors. It also includes starting your resume with a chunky paragraph or having chunky blocks of text throughout your resume. That is a big mistake that you want to avoid. Ideally, Each sentence on your resume should be no longer than 1 to 2 sentences or 1 to 2 lines only. If you find that as you're writing a job bullet point or your professional summary, that it's extending past 2 sentences where you're bleeding into 3 sentences or maybe even 5 sentences and it's just looking like a block of text, you want to break that up. And then lastly is using templates, pre-designed templates that are not compatible with the applicant tracking system. So sometimes with templates, although they can be easier to lay your resume out, you just kind of plug your information within the sections and you do a copy and paste. But if that template is not compatible with the applicant tracking system, or it has too many complicated design elements that is not able to be screened through the system, then you are going to experience more rejection than you probably should. And when it comes to preventing typos and grammatical errors, there are many different ways that you can make sure that your resume is error-free. And I did record a video giving you all some tips on how to make sure that your resume has no errors, no typos whatsoever. And that includes reading it aloud and using online or web-based resources and tools like Grammarly or Microsoft Spell Check just to cross-check it and make sure that it is perfect. So those are some very simple ways that you can target and optimize your resume to help you land an interview for your dream job in 2024. And the items that we talked about in this video are super simple, you guys. I know sometimes when it comes to, getting your dream job, some people feel like your resume has to be above and beyond and it has to have your pictures and it has to be a fancy template and, all of that. I promise you that it doesn't. I got my dream job with my resume and it's not plain Jane. It has a little bit of zhuzh, but for the most part, it's very basic and simple. And that one resume helped me land 4 high-paying job offers, and I use the tips that I shared in this video, and I want the same for you. So I want you to take these tips, apply them, and go after the jobs that you really, really want in the new year to increase your salary and make sure that you are accomplishing your career goals. I really hope that you found this video helpful. I hope that you learned something from it. If so, go ahead and hit the like button down below. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you have any additional questions in regards to how to optimize your resume for the job that you want, feel free to comment down below. I'd be more than happy to answer any question that you may have. If you need assistance with your resume, I would be more than happy to help you. Feel free to email me directly at hello@thompsonresumes.com. You can also visit my website at www.thompsonresumes.com. And if you want more career and resume tips from me, feel free to connect with me on social media. The link to my Instagram profile and my LinkedIn handle are in the description box down below, and you can also subscribe to my email list by clicking the link in the description box down below as well. If you are watching this video but you are not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you can join my growing YouTube community. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time with another helpful video. Cheers to optimizing our resumes for the job we want in the new year, y'all. Bye.